track or be on track. You'll know exactly whether or not you're going to be on track or stay on track with those first uh, 10 to 15 days because it's so important, to stay focused. Stay focused, family. And that's what I want everybody just to focus on, man, because you win with consistency. Everybody that's my favorite word. Consistency, ladies and gentlemen. Consistency, consistency. But that's where most people fail. And my kids tell me all the time, Daddy, you say the same thing. But guess what? Sooner or later, you're going to be repeating. I tell my daughters that all the time. Daddy, you always say and do the same thing. Absolutely. I do the same routine just about every day. And they know I can ask either one of my daughters to get on and say, what do your daddy do every morning when he get up or whatever, from brushing his teeth to taking a shower. I mean, just consistently every day. And very seldom you can throw me off because I'm very consistent. Now, but when it comes to scheduling meetings and different times or whatever, but I'm very consistent in what I do. You can talk to Mr. Thomas. He knows my conversation is very consistent. Now when we time to have fun, we're going to have fun. But when we talking business, doing business out, then guess what? We're going to talk business. I talked to Dr. Benjamin. Guess what we're going to talk? We're going to talk business, doing business hours. We're going to laugh and joke after hours, after production hours. But yes, I let my hair down all the time, but I know when to let my hair down. Because I can't steal your time by wasting your time talking about stuff that is not productive during production hours. I can't. So if I'm calling you during the prime time of the day, I'm calling to check on to see what you need. How can I help? Or something I need to tell you real quick. And we off the phone. That's just how production works. Don't waste my time doing the day. I won't waste yours because you got to get it while you can get it, right? So now we had 32 people, including myself, that's on this call. And I see one of my co-founders out there, that's Miss X Reagan. I appreciate her hopping on today because I know she's been up early this morning working behind the scene. I woke up to text messages from Miss Reagan Lynch. So that means she was up for me working already, which she normally is, right? Because I go to bed pretty late, but she go to bed late too and get up early. So, but that's no excuse, right? So, but ladies and gentlemen, today is Wednesday, and I said I wanted people to get on this line today because I have something I want to talk about, which is the event that's coming up, right? And the event that's coming up on the 27th and 28th. The event I feel is going well. It's going pretty well, but the numbers are down. Okay, the numbers are way down because think about it. Today's the 4th. The cutoff is the 25th on registration. So what's that left? 21 days, right? 21 days. And we had a goal to put anywhere from 250 people into this event. We're nowhere close. Nowhere. I mean, when I say not even close, I mean not even close. Okay. And I know the people that's on here, quite a few of you have already registered for this event. And I'm gonna say thank you very much for booking your hotel, your flight, and registering. Because, and I appreciate the people that registered real early for this event and not waiting for the last minute, because that's what most leaders do. They go in and they lay the path. They lay the path, and then the followers come after. You come back and get the people that are following you or that you are leading. See, because you can't call yourself a leader if you look back and nobody following you. That's one of the things my mentor said to me one time. I said, I'm a leader. He said, how many people following you? And I looked at him. He said, no, look around. Look back. Look behind you. He said, you're not a leader until you're leading people, or you're leading a movement, or you're leading something, project, or something. You're leading at that point. He said, but if nobody following you, then you can't call yourself a leader. That just made sense to me. That's what I had to build a team. And then he said, you still won't be able to lead that team until you know how to lead yourself. Because I always said I wanted big numbers. Oh, I'll be glad. I can't wait till my team go to 1,000. He said, you're not ready to handle 1,000 people. You need to learn how to handle 10 first, and then 50, and then 100. And by the time you get to 500, when you know how to lead 100, then now you can lead. You learn how to lead 500. He said, then when you start growing to 500 to 1,000, and then you'll be ready for that. He said, because you're gonna have to grow through what you're gonna go through. I'm gonna say that one more time. He said, you're gonna have to grow through what you're gonna go through. So that means everybody wants to have big teams. But the question is, are you doing the things to be as a leader to be able to lead the big team? Everybody want to make 10, 20, 50, $100,000 a month. The reason why some of you are not there yet is because you haven't grown yet. When you grow there, that's why when I said you got to all, now let's use icon. No, let's use legend, because that's a, pretty much attainable goal with 5,000 people. You got to grow there, man. If you hit it just by having the right people in the right places and you hadn't grown there, you're going to blow it. You're going to kill your organization. Why? Because you're not ready for it. You can put the right people in leg 1, leg 2, leg 3. They make you look like you're the leader, like you're really killing it. But eventually, if you haven't grown there yet, you're going to kill that organization because you don't know how to manage it, control it, run it. You don't know how to do any of those things, or lead it. And you're gonna kill everybody in your group. Some kind of way you're gonna figure it out how to do it, and you're gonna lose it. Now, for you to go back to hit legend again, you got to grow to that legend. And if you never grow there, you never get back to it. Just simple, basic, one-on-one network marketing. So when it comes to this convention, ladies and gentlemen, the numbers are down right now. And I know some more people going to register for this event. And we still need people to register for the event. But what we're going to do, we're going to keep the event the same. Everything going to stay the same. The Thursday night, PJs and Pips. We're going to, the Friday night special that we're going to be doing, the Friday, I'm getting the agenda. The agenda should be ready by the end of the week, okay? Because I had to make some changes on some things. So, but the agenda still Thursday night, PJs and Pip, Friday morning session, live, New York session. And we're going to start the convention at 2. After that, everybody's going to go to lunch, come back. The convention, the event, I'm putting it like that, the event is still going to start at 2 o'clock, with training for the rest of the day and all that good stuff. And then Friday night, there's something that we're going to be doing. And then Saturday, all day training with special guests and all that. All that's staying the same. Saturday night, still the founders party and all that good stuff. All that going to stay the same. And the lineup is still going to stay the same. But what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is change the name. We're going to change the name. And let me go back over here because I got to find my, hold on, let me get out of here. I got to find my info here. Okay, we're going to change the name, and I'm gonna get a flyer. I thought I would have one ready today, but I wanted to get it to Tanny but time ran out on me. We're gonna change the name to Extreme Second Anniversary Weekend. Now, let me tell you why we changing the name. Because, ladies and gentlemen, with less than 100 people registered for so far for this event. Now, we still need to hit 100, guys. We still need to hit 100, but we're about 40 people away from that, just to let everybody know. We still need to hit 100, right? But the reason why we just changed the name, because we can't say that we're having a second annual international convention with less than 100 people. I'm just being straight, 100% transparent with everybody right now. We cannot afford to call that an international convention. We can't. And for marketing and promotional purposes, I must change the name. But I don't have to change, the way that we were going to do it. Yes, we're going to probably end up getting a smaller room, other than because remember, these events cost a lot of money when you're talking about a national or international event convention. It doesn't look the same as a Super Saturday or what's the name. So you put in a lot more lighting, staging, streams, double streams, all your stuff, backdrops, everything is totally different when you walk in, right? All that stuff costs a lot of money from the AV. So that's why when we say we set the price and we set the number of that we're shooting for, that's basically to cover the event. Now, sometimes you come up a little short, and the company, because last year, we end up losing a little bit of money on the dinner, not the event, but on the dinner when we had 2 tables of people showed up that somehow people were selling their tickets to that didn't come, or inviting people that didn't pay, or whatever it was. But we still had to provide dinner for them. So therefore, the hotel still, charged me, because I was the one that put the event together. So we went on the card, and we had to end up, as a company, we end up almost, about $5,000 in the hole on that dinner. But it was okay. Everybody ate. Everybody had a great time. Some people that ordered salmon, because there's extra people that came, they ended up getting chicken, and they were a little upset about that. But see, that's what happened when people don't get registered on time, or people try to take shortcuts in order to get in the events. It takes away from somebody else, which is not fair, right? Now y'all have to put some fire or something in the chat on that, because shortcuts, is what a lot of people try to do, and a lot of times it don't work consistently in business. It might look like it's working for a period of time, but over time you lose. When you're trying to get in free, you're trying to get stuff for free, and all that. Sometimes it works. It works for a while, but eventually it hurts somebody else. It hurts somebody else. So we got to be careful, guys, of how we do this, right? So yeah, we're cutting back, but we're not cutting the. My phone was ringing. I'm sorry, y'all. Can y'all still hear me? Can anybody?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, excellent. My phone was ringing. So we're not going to cut the fat back on the speakers and the events that we're doing, but we're just going to cut back on the ambiance, the glamorous piece of it, because now it became anniversary meeting for our second. Now we're going to schedule another event later on in the year, but by that time, I think the understanding of the importance as we go through this year of why the events are so important. And so for promotional, and because we're gonna have a videographer there that's shooting everything, but I don't want us to be branding this as a company. I didn't want us to be branding this as a international convention and we seeing 50, 60 people there in a big room that wasn't filled. But yet it looked pretty when you start going around the room, but it's the crowd. So I'd rather protect us. So now when we have a promotional video, this is what our founder's second, you know, annual weekend looked like. We went to hang out with the founders, got trained, you know, had a guest speaker, had fun, and we did this. And that's what so we're not cutting back on the training that we was going to give you, but we cutting back on the look, if that makes sense to everybody. We cutting back on the look. All right. So I just wanted to make sure, and I'm gonna make sure that we get a flyer out, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we're gonna keep everything going the same because the event still got to be paid for. We right now we still under we over budget pretty much from where we are because of the timing and the hotels and the dates and all the stuff that we're using. But I feel we get another 25 to 30 more people to get registered, I think, you know, we can break even on this deal. And if we still gonna have to take a loss, we're not gonna stop the event. We're gonna continue to go ahead on with the event. All right. And we still gonna promote for it the same way. You know, but we just changing the name. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you, Miss Tanner. You are so Tanner, did you just do this?
Yes, sir. I'll make another one, but this is for now.
Oh, no. Oh, I get it. That is off the chain. I appreciate that. Because I didn't even tell you what the name of it was going to be. I'm like, wait a minute, how did you know? But guys, let's promote the event the same. Because you want your team there for the training, for the audience, to meet the founders, to meet the people that they meet on these Zoom, meet the educators, to meet the corporate staff, or whatever it may be. You still need to be in the house. You still need to be in the house, family. Because it's a kickoff for 2023. Because we got some great things that we're going to be doing. We're going to be scheduling, you know, later on, you know, in the middle of the summer. We're going to be scheduling a yacht party. We're going to be doing a yacht deal. We got a cruise that we're going to be doing, extreme cruise, later on in, you know, in the fall. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to have events in the middle. We're going to have boot camps. And that announcement will be in at the convention. We'll make those announcements at the convention. And because we're going to have the annual schedule pretty much laid out for the corporate event, not for the, you know, the Super Saturdays and stuff that you guys are going to be doing. That's you guys. But I'm talking about, you know, and then, you know, we might see a region, we'll have regional events in there, Super Saturday, and there gonna be some corporate, and there gonna be some gonna be held by you guys that we're gonna support. You see me there, you see Ms. Lynch there, you see Mr. Sloan there, whatever it may be. I might see all three of us at that event. It doesn't matter because that's how we move. But I just want everybody to understand that we want it to be the right way. Now, hold on a second. Let me check something real quick because I asked Ms. Lynch, you have anything you want to add to the I know you're on, I asked Mr. Sloan, I don't know whether he's on or not. I know he had another meeting he was supposed to be getting on. But do you want to add anything to this second annual title or event that we're going to be having on the 27th and 28th?
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Mickle. I don't really have anything I want to add. I just put some suggestions in the chat because a lot of times if we're not meeting with our teams, I know when I was in the field, like I met with my team every day, 10 a.m. To 10:30. Mr. Sloan, we were working with a team, when we were in the field, and we met every day. So we kept people engaged. So I just put a suggestion in there that you guys can have a team huddle, have one every day, see how people's new year was, reconnect with people. And one way that you can do that is you can go into your back office, you can log in, you can click the downline tab, you can click sponsor summary. It has all of your personals that you've ever enrolled into 2.0, going all the way back to March. And you have a leads list right there. We have a great now site opportunity for you guys to create leads and things like that. Can you guys hear me okay? Somebody might be unmuted. Let me see. Let me mute somebody's line.
I got
Okay.
you.
If you're utilizing Now Site and you're gaining leads, but you have your own leads list in your back office, actually in two different places. You have a leads list with your personals in that sponsor summary tab, which has all your personals where you can connect with them, their phone numbers, their email addresses, and start having a team huddle every day. You don't have to be well-versed or spoken or well-spoken or anything like that to have a team huddle. You just have to have a free Zoom and don't be on there longer than 40 minutes if your Zoom is free. But, be the leader of your own group, because you are at the top of your own empire. Basically, you're at the top of your own empire, and all those personals that are in your sponsor summary tab, you can connect with and get them on the line. The ones that aren't active, let them know that they're, I believe the win back program is still back there. You all can bring those people back still on the win back program. We haven't removed it yet. Utilize that, get people active, and then talk about the second annual anniversary event and get people coming to that. Also, the second leads list that you all have is under the tools and settings tab. So if you click on tools and settings and you click on auto ship report, that auto ship report is going to have everyone in your downline that's up for renewal this week. It comes out on Sunday, which is technically Monday, but 1201, that resets everybody that is up for renewal that's in your downline. You have access to reach out to them. We did that specifically so you all can, go beyond just the people that you've brought in, because you may see someone that's working in your organization that you can connect with, and you can drive your own organizations and your own legs with people that you don't know, but they're in your success line. So that's a whole leads list for you all too, to invite to your team huddle. So the key word for me, and has been pretty much kind of every time that I talk, I say something about a team huddle, because it's so super important to stay connected, and that's how you're going to grow. See what people need to do, see how they're doing in their education. If they're just students, if they're affiliates, then see what you can do to help them launch. Make a list of 10 people. You can tell them that. You don't have to go, make a list of 100 people. No, make a list of 5 or 10 people, and let's do some PS3 and let's get you ranked up or get you some fast start money right away. They may not even hit a rank, but they may make $1,000 in fast start money just by making a short list of 5 to 10 people and getting some people in their organization. So that's all I really want to add, is just connect with your people, use those 2 leads lists in your back office to reconnect and get some people moving in your organization and get some people to this anniversary event. I'll pass it back to you, Mr. Mickle.
Great job, Ms. Reagan Lynch. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, man. I'm so excited about, this year right now because of, some of the stuff that, we're working on, and, the stuff that's coming together, man, behind the scenes, and really excited about it, man. And the new people that's going to be joining this company this year, along, with the existing people like yourself, it's going to be magical. It really is. It's going to be something to actually see when we're having this conversation in 2024. You know what I'm saying? When we're having the same conversation. But I feel, that when we doing this second anniversary, that is something different than, can somebody put themselves on mute, please? Okay. That will be, it's different. It's not a Super Saturday. It's not a convention. It's not a regional. Guys, it's an anniversary deal, right? And we're gonna have some fun doing it, but we're not gonna shortcut you. We're not gonna shortchange you. We're gonna give you what you paid for, what you're coming for, and we're gonna have a great time. And I think I saw Miss Johnson, Miss Denise Johnson put in there. I want to break bread. I want to have some fun. I want to, she don't want to dress up. She said all that good stuff, right? And I know she want to hit me with her cane at the same time, right? But it's just that that's what keep my fuel going, Miss Leah Anderson, is stuff like that, meeting the people, shaking their hand, taking pictures, hugging, whatever we need to do, whatever they might want to ask a question. How did you do this, Jacob, in your 26 years in business and all that? What did you do here? How did you handle this? Guys, that's part of your growth. And stretching and getting out of your comfort zone is part of your growth. See, because if you don't understand a lot of why you need to be there, then you always will say, I'll catch the next one. You would always say, I'll be on the next one. I'll get on the next call. There's an 8 o'clock. There's another call. There's another this. But if you understand, but when you start stretching yourself, trust me, that's when the universe start opening up to you, because now the universe is saying that you made the first move. See, because if you standing still and you ain't going anywhere, then how can the universe know what you want to do? But when you make the first move and you stretch yourself and get out of your comfort zone, I'm gonna talk about somebody real quick. And this young lady, she will be getting something today when we give out this award. Today when we give out the prize, right? And her name is Crystal McCaffrey on this line right now, right? Let me just say this to her about her. When I first did a three-way with her 2 years ago, her uncle put her on the phone with me. She was so freaking shy. I had to pull information out of her. Now, that group came in with her uncle and blew up, put in about, it was under Mr. Rico Johnson, and they blew up maybe about 35, 40 people in less than 7 days. But she was the quiet, it was like pulling teeth talking to her. But I would call her up and almost like try to say, y'all, you guys know my personality. I want to crack a joke. I want to try to do this. But she won't even laugh, won't even something. It was like pulling teeth. But I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this young lady, and I said, you got to get out of Palestine. You got to get out. You got to come out. You got to get around with people. All of a sudden, she showed up to the national convention in Charlotte. Ladies and gentlemen, I was so moved. She wrote me a note, gave me a pen, and she told me how much impact I had on her life, how much I brought her out of a shell that she was in. And all I was doing is thanking me for being a mentor. And all I was doing is following up. Now that team had died. Everybody has pretty much moved on, but she's stuck and stay. And she's still plugging in consistently. Has she registered for the event? Absolutely, she registered for the event in Houston. But ladies and gentlemen, I was like, water was just running down my face because I was so elated, so excited for what she said to me in the note. I still have this. I still use the ink pen that she gave me with extreme on it. But I can tell you, man, people like her is why I do and serve the way I serve. Because I know if I can touch one, I don't need to touch 100 people's lives at a time, 1,000. Just give me one that I can make a serious impact on. If I can impact one at a time, eventually I'll get to hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands. That's how I always looked at doing business. But I stayed consistent. You know, it's that word again. Calling her, checking on her. More so than her uncle and her cousins and everybody, aunties and everybody else. It was her that I was trying to get going. And guess what? It happened. And now this lady shows up when Mr. Akil and Miss Asia did the meeting over in Dallas. She was there. She drove 3 hours, a couple of hours, or whatever it takes to get to Dallas from where she lives in that part of Texas. She was there. She don't miss events like that now. But she didn't understand the importance when I kept telling her, you got to get out of Palestine. You got to see something bigger. You got to meet the family. You got to get out of your comfort zone. And now she don't miss events. She don't miss events. She done been to Atlanta. She's been to Charlotte. She's been all over Texas. She don't miss events. Now if anybody want to know why you need to be at events, inbox her. Get her phone number. Talk to her and she'll tell you why you need to be at events. Because she lives in a small town in Texas. And I knew once I expanded her mind to be able to see something different and get out of her own comfort zone and get out of her small town and meet other people who thinks like her, who she wants to be like or be around. And then now she knew the importance of why she need to be at the event. And I'm gonna close with this. I asked my mentor, Mr. Montreal Jackson, when I first got started in network marketing, I said, man, how long do I have to come to these Saturday events? How long I got to come to training? He said, you need to come to training until you can do a training, and then you know why you need to be in training. I said, huh? He said, you need to come to training until you can do a training, and then you know why you need to be in training. And I never missed a training event system. Because I had to learn how to do training in order to lead, in order to grow that organization from 10, 100, 200, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 people in my downline. I had to grow there before I could actually go there. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for serving this community the way you guys do. I love you guys. There's nothing you can do about it. Point blank, period. But I want to see us win together. Remember, we just provide the opportunity, and we try to give you the best opportunity possible. But you got to take advantage of the opportunity. So I'm asking you guys to register for this event, to come get the training, come get what you need to take your business, and not just your business, because when you grow, your business grows. So you're gonna have to come too, ladies and gentlemen. So get your teams registered for this event. Let's have a great time. Let's break some bread, because we got to think about breaking bread and not breaking promises, ladies and gentlemen. We want to break bread and not break promises. So let's break some bread. Let's have some fun. We're gonna have a DJ there for Saturday night, all that good stuff, man. Let's just have some fun, man, and so we can kick the year off right. Because we will still be in the first month of the year. We have 11 more to go to meet our goals, right? So let's just have some fun. So Miss Tanny Gonzalez, I want to turn this over to you for a second, and so we can find out who we're going to be. Well, we already recognizing one today. I already put Crystal out. Miss Crystal, can you do me a huge favor? And you can say thank you when you come off, because you definitely going to get the if you hadn't registered yet for the PJs and Pips, you get a refund for it, or you can just come, or you can pick Saturday night event. Not Saturday night, Friday night event, whichever one is gonna be your choice. And we can go there. Can you just come off of mute 1 minute and say something? I know you're kind of shy, but you've been coming out of that shell lately. in the last 2 years? If you're in a position to talk, I don't know, you might be at work.
No, sir, I'm not at work today.
Okay.
Thank you for those kind words, and I don't know what to say. I'm just excited. I had lost a little bit of excitement because life will life you, and but I'm getting it back now, and this community, our common unity, is amazing. And like you said, it's being around like-minded individuals who really, see more. Like you said, I live in a small town and most of the people here are extremely closed-minded. Like you said, my little team left me twice, but that's okay. I'm here because I enjoy being around like-minded individuals who actually care about you and actually want to see each and every one of us win, no matter what that looks like for us. So thank you again. And I'm just excited. I'm ready to see you guys in Houston. So y'all have a blessed day.
Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now let me tell you something. 2 years ago, to get her to talk like that, no way. No way. She was, yes, sir, I am. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Bye. But for her to talk now, oh my gosh, I just love it. I just love it. I just see the growth, man, and that's why I do what I do, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why we serve as these founders that we have, Ms. Lynch and Mr. Sloan. That's why we serve the way we serve for people like Miss Crystal. So thank you, and you can pick Saturday night or Friday, whichever one you want. You can let Miss Tanny know, and we can get you into one of those, right? So thank you again, Miss Tanny Gonzalez. I'm gonna turn this over to you, Miss
Yes, sir.
Liaison, Miss Tanny Gonzalez.
So super excited as we get closer to our anniversary event. So let's just do this for today because we're going to be switching up. We're going to have a trivia to see who's going to win. But remember, you have to be qualified in order to get to win a ticket. And in being qualified, that means you have had to register for this event. So if you can just put in the chat the number 1 if you have already registered so we can see. Okay. So we have,
Keep those numbers coming.
yes, 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 yes. What? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So we have 13 people already registered. I'm registered, but I don't qualify to play, right? +1, Mr. Bay. Okay. So, Mr. Jacob, I am going, give me a number, Mr. Jacob, from 1 to 13.
One, 3 is always my number, man.
3
That was
is
my
always,
number.
okay. So we have 1, 2, 3. Ms. Devine Smith, you have won the second ticket today.
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
Woo!
So if you hadn't read it for PJs and Pips, you got a PJs and Pips on us.
Thank you, thank you.
Yep. Good stuff, man. Before we close out, Miss Tanny, Mr. Sloan, I know you. I just saw you out there. You want to add anything before we close this out? Are you in position to talk?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Good morning, family. No, sir, not at all. Just want to be in support of the community call. I'm just looking forward to getting out to Houston and looking forward to everything that's going on in the company and being able to see everybody's face. and shake their hands, hug your neck. Let's sit down, let's break bread. Just looking forward to it. I'm just this want to get this year started off right with the right energy and the right focus. And man, Houston is going to be where it starts. So man, great call, great job, and thank you everyone for pushing your way through to get there, so we could be able to enjoy with you.
Good stuff, so thank you, thank you. Back to you, Miss Tanny.
You're so welcome. And thank you, Common Unity, for being here today with us.
All right, all right. Good stuff, man. Guys, just go ahead on, man. You don't want to miss this event. I mean, I can tell you that right now. And I know there are gonna be some more people registering. Now, some people just, wait till the last minute. And I guess that works for you. But but my mentor always said to me, how you do one thing is how you do all things. And I promise you, it's just funny, man. My kids, I've been saying this to my kids for the longest, right? And yesterday, no, what was yesterday? Tuesday? Monday. My oldest daughter said something, and I said something to her, and she came back to me, Daddy, you know what you always say? How you do one thing is how you do all things. Um, I don't know what I did, but something she said to me, she threw it right back on me. I was like, yeah, you're right. And you're right. So let me change that. I'm telling you, it just, if you speak it, not knowing whether or not people are hearing you or listening to you, either with your kids or whomever, your team, you don't think your team listens to you. But if you stay consistent, there's that word again, I promise you, your team will buy into your movement. Your team will buy into you. And that's how you start leading. You can't say, well, y'all need to be doing this, and you're not doing it. Y'all need to get registered, and you're not registered. Y'all need to get your plane ticket, and you haven't gotten your plane ticket. Guys, no, you got your plane ticket, put it in, if you got a chat, a telegram, put it in there, show your team you already registered. You got your ticket, you already booked your room, put in there. Now you lead from example. Now people who believe in you and following you, they're gonna say, oh, wait a minute, I gotta get registered. I gotta get my plane ticket. I gotta get my room. I gotta get my PJs and PIP ticket. I'm telling you, you got to just lead by example. But you can't be telling nobody what to do. Like you're telling your kids not to drink. Y'all shouldn't drink alcohol. It's bad for you. But you drunk while you saying it. And then watch you drink till you pass out. That's not that's not lead by example. So guys, we got to watch our own behavior before we can tell somebody else about theirs. So with that being said, Miss Tana Gonzalez, we got our 2 people for today. We didn't have anybody to bring in, get 2 new teammates to register so they don't get the $50 off on their membership. This week we got what, 2 more weeks or something like that, Miss Tanny, or 3 more weeks? I don't know exactly. I know we got until the 18th.
That's correct. We have until the 18th.
We got until the 18th. So we got time, to continue to register, get some people registered, because we're giving, $25 per person, up to 2 people to take a $50 off of your membership that we will put in your back office that will go towards your membership for until now, between now until the 18th. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, yes, all we're doing is changing the name of the event for promotional purposes only. We're not changing the event. We're not canceling the event. You still gonna get the same value, but we're just cutting back some of the big ambiance and the big, extravaganza stuff that we was planning on putting out there. Because based on the number, hopefully we can get another, hope we can get 100 people in the room. That's the number we're shooting for, ladies and gentlemen. So we're about 40 people away from that, plus a little over 40 people. But let's see, can we get another 40 people registered for that event? For the event, and we'll see you guys in Houston, okay? So with that being said, on behalf of my co-founder, Ms. Reagan Lynch, Mr. Adrian Dynamite Sloan, I want everybody to have a great day. Thank you to corporate staff. Thank you to our educators. And guys, let's win, and let's win big in 2023. With that being said, once again, I love you guys. Ain't nothing you can do about it. God bless. And I see all you guys at the top. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being you and for for being a part of this common unit. So Ms. Tanny, open up my line so I can hear from my peeps.
The line is open.
All right, family. Let's
Thank
have a
you
good
Love
day.
you,
all.
Jacob. Thank you.
Thank
See you,
you.
Mr. Mickle.
Thank
Happy
you.
anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. In a few weeks, Daryl
Co-founders.
Pollock.
Thank you,
Amazing
Mr.
call.
Mickle. Thank you,
Amazing
Tanny.
call.
Happy birthday, Miss Denise.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Jacob.
Yes, yes. Y'all have a great day.
Love y'all.
Love you too.